Now, hello again. We're gonna go to the northeast hive, or west rather. We're in the northeast right now, and we'll finish up the quests in that area. You see Porphyron here, and he's this guy that's covered in basically like henna tattoos. He's a warrior of a special religious sect that's not allowed to fight anyone until the end of the world. And you agree to go back and get the stuff, and he would prefer that you not fight with them.
Updated my journal.
And that they are 3 robbers dressed in red. Oh yeah, there's some items for us to identify as well. We got them out of the mortuary and I was a little too caught up in what I was doing.
All right.
But we're gonna go to the Gathering Dust Bar area and deal with those thugs really quickly just to keep this video halfway organized.
Just look natural.
All right.
Casual.
It's not that long of a trip, and then there isn't really that much to do in the Northeast Hive. So probably what we'll do is I'll show you those quests and get one of them most of the way done.
All right.
And here's our Hive thug that we want to talk to. Greetings. Now what you do to him is lie if you have an intelligence of 13 or more, and you tell him that the religious order is coming after him and that he'd better give the necklace back. You can also get a donation from him to yourself, which isn't the nicest thing to do.
Done.
But hey, he's a thief. He had it coming. Now we're just going to walk back up here and finish it. Doing this quest for the henna painted man, Porphyron, will get you fighter training. So if you want to play as a fighter, he's sort of the first guy to go to that can make you better at fighting. We got some dudes that are unhappy with the profit I've been making recently.
See that?
All right. Done. Done.
And he'll redress you at first for lying to them, but then he figures out that that's the only way to be peaceful. Maloot here is a guy that works for Sharegrave, and he'll tell you a bit about Farad, Sharegrave, and all the collectors, but I'm not going to put that in this video because it's not... I mean, it would make it very long. Now you see this guy Fleece. He's asking for directions to some place that doesn't exist. And he's another one of the pickpockets that if you have enough wisdom and dexterity you can deal with. And return what you stole from me. No, keep the rest. We're going to be a good guy here. Let him go and leave. And some people get mad that we're cutting in on some action.
I'm gone. Die.
And we'll deal with them very quickly.
Teachings of Zerthamon I have become stronger.
All right. I'm gone.
And we'll level up real quick. And I level up again and we'll put 1 point into wisdom again. Almost the last point for wisdom. And Dakon's sword changes. It changes as he levels up. It's the chained blade right now, which isn't its best form by any means. Now you go in this building, it's a flop house, basically a real cheap hotel where you just sleep on the floor more or less, although there aren't beds. and he'll tell you that there's this crazy old dude named Nestor who won't leave, and you can agree to help him, and I'll do it. Now Nestor's this crazy old man up here, and he tells you that, well, he talks really crazily, so I don't want to read it out, but Nestor is missing a fork, and he can't leave without his fork, he says, and then you agree to go get the fork. Luckily, his fork isn't that far away. This guy named One Ear is the one with the fork. Nestor bit his ear off as he was stealing it. You can make a mom joke, but I'm not going to do it. And we're just going to cut him up.
I'm gone.
And take the fork and his high quality stiletto. And head on back down. And turn the fork in. And we'll see if Nestor will agree to leave.
I don't trust the Gith. I say we leave him behind.
Is this the fork you speak of? And he's happy to have his fork. And then he gives you the guy's ear. But you see the fork was actually a key to a portal. And he literally couldn't leave without it.
My skills have increased.
Mort levels up. That's always easy to take care of. And now there's only one more thing to do. You see this guy named Mar, and he wants to give you a box. And he stages it as a delivery. And he says, whatever you do, don't open the box.
All right. It's in my spell book. It's in my spell book.
We also got some useful second level spells. But the warehouse we're looking for is over by the Smoldering Corpse bar. And it'll take a little bit to get there, but not a huge big deal. And there we go. Obviously there are a lot more people for us to talk to. And some of them will say different interesting things. But they would also make these videos really long. And I kind of already know what I'm doing already. But they're essential if you've never played before. So that's really the truth about how to figure this game out. So here's the guy. Try to give him the box. He won't give it. He won't take it. And then he runs off. And he says to take it to Braskin.
All right.
If we can find the door out of here, we'll go to Braskin.
I'm gone.
So this game, if you're not going to use a walkthrough and you play it on your own, it's heavily reliant on being very observant. Looking at the map, seeing where the markers are, what they say, talking to anybody that looks different, or hopefully getting lucky talking to a random peasant. So this is Braskin. He doesn't have any other role in the game except for this quest as far as I know. And he says that he won't deal with the box. And he tells you to go to Shalandra's house.
All right. I'm gone. All right.
Because she's the wizard that initially gave him the box.
Done.
And we've got some more people trying to hassle us, but we're getting to the point in the game now where we're strong enough that these guys aren't gonna really bother us anymore. And they're basically just free XP and loot.
All right. I'm gone.
Occasionally you'll also see people calling themselves a tout, and that's sort of like a guide. And you can see them periodically, and they're very helpful if you're a new player. But this is Shalandra's house, the last place in the Northeast Hive we've not gone to. And she'll tell you all about the box. And she says she herself got it, and she found out she couldn't really get rid of it for Risk of the Demon, so she held a fake contest and gave it away, and got someone to willingly accept it. And that there's a demon in it that'll kill you, blah blah blah. And there is a person that will go... and also it's called Morador's box. But there's one person that can get rid of it, and he's a priest that lives in the Alley of Dangerous Angles.
All right.
And that alley is up. That alley is down to the lower left there, and we will go to that once we tidy up these guys that are trying to rob us.
I'm gone.
And because it is the Valley of Dangerous Angles, and it's really kind of a one-off thing where you're not going to go there again. I'm going to rest in here and get new spells and things. Oh, we have 3rd level spells even available. And Dakon has some new spells as well. So we'll rest in here and get set up for that. And I kind of want to make it its own video, but since this is a shorter one, I'm going to show some stuff out of the journal that is pretty cool. So like I said, it has pictures of all the characters. Now, if they're in PC, that means that they're people that can join your party. So you've got Mort, I already showed that. You have Ignis, the guy at the Smoldering Corpse Bar. We, as of yet in the game, don't know how to free him from his predicament. Dakon, who we just recently added to the party, who's the Githzerai, and Anna, the Tiefling, and you can see her tail there that she was so bothered about earlier. And then there are a couple other things. There are Briar, who are like centaurs, but they're more goat-like. The Abishai, the demons we talked to earlier. Picture of Collector. It's what a Davis looks like. I think we've already done Dinara. And then you've got the various Dustmen. I like their spiky hair. Obviously, this game is from 1999, so Eb Creekness is one of the guys in the Smoldering Corpse. Fell, he's a little bit different. He's not floating. You got your giant skeletons, Githzerai, and then you have, different things like Harlot, Huge Thug, the Lady of Pain herself. Limlims are these little creatures you might see walking around every now and again. Merchants, Mercy Killers, you see those in the Smoldering Corpse, the Scions of Justice. Midwives, the old women, skeletons, small thugs, tieflings or tieflings, however you want to tell them. Townspeople, upper class townies, wizards, and then the different zombie types. So I just like looking at the pictures periodically. We might, as we get short episodes every now and again, I'll leaf through them just in case you want to see it. Here, just to extend the video a bit and make use of time. But yeah, we're gonna go to the Valley of Dangerous Angles, or the Alley of Dangerous Angles at night even, so it'll be maximal fun. But I'm gonna keep that to its own video just to be convenient.